Hola, I'm Chloe, and welcome to this week's edition of the Next Great Hockey Pod. I'm here with SJB student and varsity hockey player Cecilia S, and together we are going to be looking at the NHL playoff race. Cece, what do you think of the New Jersey Devils this year? Contenders or pretenders?
I think they're definitely contenders, but I don't think that they're going to win the Cup. I think they're definitely in the running. I don't know how deep they'll go. I think they have a lot of top players like Jack Hughes, Jesper Bratt, Dougie Hamilton, and he's contributing so much offensively and defensively. He's a defense, obviously. And the team has showed that they can face adversity even without Jack Hughes. They're also a very good rush team, though I do not think they're as good as Carolina, but they are definitely an amazing team.
The Hurricanes have to be my Stanley Cup favorites right now. Carolina was already a wagon in the East last year, and I feel like this season they've really just taken that next step. Currently leading the Metro with a 38-10-8 record, the Canes are one of the hottest teams in the league right now, going 9-1-0 in their last 10 games. We have already come to expect near point-per-game dominance from Sebastian Aho and Andrei Svechnikov.
With Aho, top line going to work for Carolina. Aho tries to center it. Svechnikov in, scores! Andrei Svechnikov!
Martin Necas has also been really good for the Canes, with 22 goals and 51 points in 56 games. Impactful middle six forwards like Turbo Teravainen, Seth Jarvis, Jesperi Kotkaniemi, and Jesper Fast give Carolina some of the best offensive depth in the league. Also, the addition of Brent Burns has been amazing for Carolina so far.
Pass into the middle, that shot, and they score! Brent Burns!
So far, I'm definitely expecting Carolina to go deep. Cece, who are some teams that you think could make a run?
I think the Canes, Boston, Leafs, and Tampa have the best chances apart from New Jersey. They're definitely all contenders, all high up in the league. And what makes it so scary is that 3 of those teams are from the Atlantic Division, Boston, Leafs, and Tampa, in that order. Boston has Ullmark backing them up in net, and he's been just amazing this season. I think for the Leafs, their offseason moves were great. They picked up Matt Murray, who's injured right now, but is going to return soon from long-term injury reserve. Samsonov's been great. And they just recently picked up Noel Acciari and Ryan O'Reilly from St. Louis, which was an amazing pickup. Both bring great physicality to the team. Noel Acciari, I think, is a little underrated for the part of the trade, where he's kind of being overshadowed by O'Reilly. Which O'Reilly's been amazing. He just got a hat trick yesterday, and that's great. But Acciari is 10th in hitting in the NHL, or at least he was right when he got traded to us. And I've already seen him make some amazing hits. So, and O'Reilly, well, he's talented and physical. The Leafs definitely need that. Though I don't think it's correct even before he came to the team when people would call him soft. And then going to Tampa, well, they just have an amazing team. I mean, last year when the Leafs played them in the playoff series, it was a very close series. It could have gone either way. It was 2 great teams going up against each other. And I am a Leaf fan, but I recognize that there are good teams in this league. The Leafs are not the best. I think Boston, though, has the best chance this year.
Yeah, Boston has an amazing team. And going back to the Leafs, like Ryan O'Reilly, they're getting a proven winner. He won the Conn Smythe. He has a cup in St. Louis, former captain. I think he could potentially put the Leafs over the hump.
And talking about captains again, it's the 3rd year in a row the Leafs have picked up a captain. They picked up, for the past 3 years, we've had captains of different teams. We had Nick Foligno, Gio, and now O'Reilly, which is just great.
Yeah, the Leafs are definitely in a good spot this year. I think that they could actually make a run. It's going to be hard no matter what coming out of the Atlantic. As a Vegas fan, I have much higher expectations because things are a lot easier in the West. So I'm hoping that Vegas can make a run, but it's going to even be hard for them with Mark Stone out.
Yeah, I'd say the Atlantic and the Metro are probably the hardest divisions.
Oh, definitely. And Central, it was better last year, but it would probably be 3rd still because the Pacific's just pretty weak, especially with the Flames doing bad this year.
Definitely.
Really underperforming.
Definitely. So all in all, I think all 5 of those teams have a shot at bringing Lord Stanley home. But I'm hoping it's the Leafs.
That's all for this week's episode of the Next Great Hockey Pod with Chloe and Cecilia. Make sure to tune in next week for our coverage of the Hart Trophy race.